How's it going, everybody? So I just wanted to bring y'all back in on an update on this saw. This is Mr. Webb's saw. That's his 9010. He sent this to me thinking that it was going to need a complete rebuild and everything. And you know, if you watch the video before this, you'll know that there were some issues with the carburetor that I found. So he thought that it was going to be a complete and total rebuild, but when I got the saw, I mean, it had bukus of compression. I looked in at the piston was great. Still had machine marks on it, which was crazy because can you believe that Mr. Webb logged with this saw? He said this was a logging saw. Can you believe that? Yeah, I can see the clutch side kind of shows the wear of, you know, there are low stumps up there, but for the most part, the saw is freaking awesome for a logging saw. But he took really good care of it and said that, you know, it just didn't run like it used to. Well, I asked him about it. He said he had it serviced. And the last time he had it serviced, he said that he thought they put a coil on it and they rebuilt the carburetor. Well, carburetor didn't have the gaskets in it. All it had was the diaphragms. So no, it's not going to run right. Now I have known, now I won't go so far as to say that they sabotaged him. Either someone forgot, or they had an incompetent technician, or something, I don't know, but that's what the issue was. So we had talked about rebuilding it and maybe porting it, but I don't want to, you know, he really liked the saw how it was before, so I really don't want to get in and build this saw into something that isn't needed. He really liked the saw the way it was, so I told him that I got it back running, or when I got it back running, I would test it, and then we would go from there. We would talk about whether he wanted to go forward and do some port work with it or not. So, and as y'all might notice, this one is different from mine. This is a really early one. You see it has the throttle lock right here. It actually has a throttle lock. That's because this carburetor is actually the Tillotson carburetor and not the, what they use. See, the early models had the Tillotson and the Bing. I think they used the Walbro on the later ones that actually has the choke built into it, but this one doesn't. So So, needless to say, it seems like the issue was just incompetence on the small engine shop who worked on it. So, when I take the 046 out, I'll be taking this one out to run it. And honestly, if there's not anything wrong with it, I don't, you know, some guys just like to log with stock saws. You know, look at Mr. Harvey. Mr. Harvey's logged with stock saws all his life. Never once used a modified saw. So if somebody contacts me looking for a modified saw, I'll modify anything all day long. Somebody contacts me and they're like, hey man, I just want this saw to run like it used to. Like, I just want it back to its former glory, how I remember it. You know, it's kind of the sentimental thing in me, right? I just want to leave it how it is. So if this saw runs, chances are it's just going to get sent back to him. All right, Mr. Webb, I don't know if you were watching or not, but here it is. I'm going to test it when I go out to test the other saw I built. And if you decide you want it ported, I'll port it for you all day long. But I don't think that it's going to run. I think it's going to run exactly how you remember it now. I really do. So hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time.